Welcome back to Rimworld. I want to say that there have been some really great comments lately, and I thought I would quickly go through a list of the more important ones that I've grabbed from last episode. Last episode hasn't been up too long, like I said. I generally record these episodes a few hours after the last one has gone up to give people a chance to leave comments, that type of thing. But I have seen a lot, and I do want to talk about quite a few of them here. So, first things first, I've been told that there are radiators included in the hygiene mod, which are more useful than the generic heaters. Now, I assume they'll require more water boilers, but that's not a problem. So if we go ahead and take a look at the hygiene mod, there are solar heaters. What are we looking for here? Radiators. Am I blind? Radiators. There we go. Nice. Heat rooms using hot water requires 100 heating units. Well, we do have way more water than we could ever use right now, like a significant amount of water. So actually, this might not be a bad idea. 3 times the output. Useful heating large room requires 300 heating units. I don't know what that means. So what do these give? So they give out... Oh, so they give out 100 U each. So you're telling me to run one heater, we'd need 3 hot water tanks? I have no idea. Oh no, heating usage is 100 U, but that's still full. So I guess this thing is the thing draining the heating? I don't know how it works, I'll be honest with you. Not that it matters too much. What happens if we increase the power? Does that just boil more water? That's an absurd amount of power. Right, let's drop that down a little bit then, huh? Power needed... Oh, just anything... Wait, our grid access is already... Was that because I spiked it, maybe? Oh, let's find out what's going on with that. Let's wait until we start... No, we are actually just low on power, huh? Oh, because the windmill's down. Right, so building a couple more wind turbines should be our first thing to do then, before I start messing around with heaters. We won't worry about it for now too much, because obviously our heating is fine as it is. We've sort of got it into a good place. But there is, for the future reference, if we want to build more heaters, it's better to use the hot water system, so I've been told. So we'll take a look at that in the future. It's another new mechanic to learn there, thank God. Right, do we have room for... We've got room for 2 more of these. I think I'm going to build 2 more, because they are just such a good power source, aren't they? They are fantastic. Now, you guys have said to use waterproof power cables. We might not need to use them. We might just be able to save, like, 1 block of wood or something by using it, so I'm not too concerned about it. It's really not... It's going to be equidistant anyway. Might as well just do something like that, I think. Okay, now we've got the strange drop pod to worry about. That was another thing on my list. Let me tick off radiators here very briefly. You are gone. Strange drop pod. Where the fuck did it land? So this we've seen lots before. You guys were giving me a hint on this, but we've seen it so many times at this point. I know how it works. So, landed somewhere over there. We've got cactus pines. Oh, another comment I saw that I actually forgot to write on the list. It might have been the episode before last. Said that we've got just an absurd amount of steel slag everywhere, and I completely agree. There is just, look at that, a minimum of 80, if not even more. That's a crazy, crazy huge amount of steel. So when we've got these things set up, when we've got that spare excess power, I am going to build a smeltery so that we can start burning some of that down with some of our more useless colonists when they haven't got anything to do. Because we did have a couple of people idle not so long ago. I feel like it's not such a big deal now, but that's a lot of steel we're just basically leaving up for grabs. So I think grabbing that as soon as possible would be ideal, especially when it comes to crafting better guns, which might be a lot more expensive, huh? So that's something else worth mentioning, but yeah. The strange drop pod I've dealt with before, we'll send someone in to go and deal with it. They only spawn little cactus pines, don't they? So I don't think we're going to send much more than, like, Jilp and Grump will probably be more than enough here. Just move those guys in. You both got weapons, huh? Oh, speaking of which, talking the devil in shell up here. What, did it hit the trap or something? Well, they're somewhere. Jilp, you are so fast, it's absurd. Right, there they are. Okay, so we can just deconstruct it. Now, to my knowledge, if we let it complete, if it finishes terraforming and expires... It will create an ambrosia grove, which is like heat resistant or like disease resistant or something like that. But it will also keep spawning these cactus pines. And these cactus pines are also kind of useful in their own little way. They produce medicinal quills, which are a replacement for herbal medicine. We don't really care about that, though. We've got so much herbal medicine. I'd rather just get rid of this so that we don't have to worry about it in the future, so it's not so inconvenient. I don't like the way you can just deconstruct it. That is a little bit garbage, I will admit. We didn't have to send this many people over. Oh, you know what? There is a cactus pine right there. Jilp? Jilp, Jilp, Jilp. See, what you could do, ideally, is knock these boys down with a less lethal weapon and tame them. And then you could... What are you talking about? You could... Erica reached level 16 in intellectual twice. You could... You are going to shoot Grump and kill him. You could tame them. And sort of use them for your own benefit. Did you... Seriously shoot? Grump, go home. Oh, God. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to make it? Death in 8 hours. He should be fine, right? He should be okay, I think. I mean, there is a mod that I saw on the Steam Workshop that I was very tempted to get, which is, it's called something like Just Go Down. So you can right-click on colonists in this scenario, and we would say, hey, lie down, let someone carry you home, because it's going to take longer. We could, I guess very, very quickly, put down a sleeping spot, turn it to medical, Get Erica to rush over here as fast as possible and just treat him on the goddamn floor. So rest until healed. Send Erica over. You know, let's just get, yeah, tending to him. Make sure that way she'll grab some medicine as well. And let's get her over here to just patch him up as quick as possible. Again, it's just some very light injuries, so I'm not that concerned. What do you mean? Now you can't walk home? What are you talking about? Okay, well, that worked. That was convenient. I guess he just lost just enough blood to knock him down. I don't really know the explanation for that. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so that's that one dealt with. I can delete that one off of my many, many lists. So there was a little bit of debate about how the ground runners work, because I said in the last episode I have no idea how these things work. Somebody suggested that they probably work by whenever we have a block designated, the ground runners might just randomly do it whenever they walk past. I mean, that would make a lot more sense, just their natural behavior rather than them following their master. I mean, they might be inclined to more if they're following someone around who's also mining. Hey, that's going to give us all the power we need for quite some time, huh? There we go, nice. We got bulk goods trader as well, which we will talk to in a minute. So let's get down, let's deal with this steel slag issue that we had. Just quickly drop one of these down there. Excellent work, and then we'll just expand this over to cover the rest of this room. I mean, putting down a carpet in here should also be kind of high priority, huh? Now, one of you pointed out that the trade beacon we've got doesn't cover the entire stockpile. Completely agree. Where can we put that? It's a little more convenient. Put it there. Oh, shit. I think we're going to need two no matter what, aren't we? Yeah, we are, because the stockpile is just a horrible size. What we could do instead is, because the stockpile is now way too large, put the trade beacon in the middle, and then just set the trade beacon to be the main stockpile, right? So I'll sort of show you what I mean by that. Erica reached level 16 intellectual again. Why? Is she losing it as fast as she's gaining it or something? She is. Oh, that explains it. That could get very annoying then, huh? Grump's got an infection. Well, that's a real shame, but there's not a huge amount I can do about that. Go have yourself a nice bath, then go and rest. I love that he gains... That's crazy that he gains rest whilst in the bath. Okay, very weird. So the hospital's actually right here. So, oh yeah, look, they do. Ah, good. But they actually mine quite quickly as well, or they just mine of their own accord. What happens if we set them to go mine the sky steel? Will they just piss off and go and do it? Like, go to the other side of the map? Okay, oh, block drain as well. Good, we'll deal with that in a minute. Right, so, Erica, if you could come and tend to Grump. Jilp, let's go and get you on this drain. It's Jilp's toilet anyway, so you know what? That's your own fault, my friend. I don't know what you've been eating in this colony, but my god, we've never had that problem before. Okay, so, we have multiple times. Grump is probably going to be fine, let's be honest. It's just a minor, just a little bit of an infection, huh? When's an infection ever killed anybody? I mean, besides that spoiler for Game of Thrones Season 1 that I was going to drop, and then I realised there are still people out there who haven't watched Game of Thrones Season 1 that intend to. I think we'll be fine as long as we keep an eye on his for his next treatment. I don't really care too much beyond that. You guys have also suggested medical shelves, but seeing as I did that during the episode, it's not perfect, is it? It's still, I mean, it's going to spoil in 2.4 years. If we're still playing this campaign in 2.4 in-game years' time, I'll be very surprised. Okay, so what I want to test then with these ground runners, that theory was absolutely correct. So I'm going to see if you leave a comment on this video saying, hey, I was the ground runners guy, I'll give you a little YouTube heart there. Don't know what it means, but it's, you know, I love a little YouTube heart. Let's just designate this shit for mining and see if the ground runner will do it. Now, what I don't want to do is have, oh, insects cancel. What I don't want to do is have our person going out mining the long distances. I'm happy for the ground runners to do it, because funnily enough, the ground runners can't do shit all else, but our people might be able to chop blocks or make ammo or something like that. So I'll have to double check the jobs if we're going to rely on these boys a little bit more. Next thing, the septic tank, I've been told, is basically what we do with that is, you see this? So it's treating 50 litres a day. It's holding 515 litres per day, which is 103% of its capacity. I assume it allows itself to go a little bit over capacity because of the amount it can clean per day. Anyway, I digress. Apparently the way it works, the way these biosolids composter or whatever works, is that... Oh, man, they can't work because they're too cold. Interesting. Well, let's drop them in here then, that's fine. Just uninstall them all and we'll just reinstall them back in the stockpile. So apparently the way that works is we set someone to drain it out, which makes that fecal sludge compost, or whatever that is called, just fecal sludge. Then we put that into barrels, and then that turns it into compost, and then the compost we can spread on our fields, or you just build a floor out of it or something, I assume. I actually don't know how it works. How do we do that? Misc. Yes, biosolids fertilizer, there we go. So we need to make biosolids last just under a year, but it will increase the fertility, I assume by a fair amount. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it will hopefully help out. Like I said, with Devil's Strand, with those more long-term tasks, I think that's pretty good. Right, drop that there. Do not spam my screen with cannot do taming shit again. I will go insane. Right, let's get all these installed as well. Have we done our... We're just building a lot of stuff right now. For some reason, Jilp is... Oh, he's right, building this up still. Fair enough. Right, so let's go and trade with Crab. No. I keep forgetting. I was saying that Grump is also in the hospital bed. I keep forgetting Jilp is in our top negotiator, but he's good enough to... You know, it doesn't really matter that much. We'll buy all of your meats. I'm genuinely not kidding. I will take all of your meats forever. We will trade them for corn, which we have once again an absolute abundance of, and I'll trade it for all of these random leathers that I don't particularly want either. I'm not going to completely bankrupt us buying different meats, but I think it would be a good idea just to get some here. Iron chitin, you can have that one as well, my friend. Sorry, chitin. Have some some heavy fur. It's my favorite joke now. Ever since I saw that comment, it's like, you're pronouncing chitin wrong. Or chitin. I said it chitin. They thought it was pronounced chitin. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. I'm just being petty. I'll buy your cheaper meats. Oh, they're all the same meat price. I'm happy to spend 400. That's going to give us a lot of meat. And that, my friends, is a lot of luxury meals. My God, that's a lot of luxury meals. As long as they don't eat it. Keep your donkeys away from my meats. Excuse me. Do not touch my meats, brother. 29 out of 80 steel. What do you mean? Oh, no. Oh, that's bad, huh? That's real spicy. I didn't even get to finish my list. What do you mean they've dropped on top of us? On top of us where? Oh, fuck. They dropped inside. Hey, Grump. Just run forever. Are they only just smashed through that, though? That's nothing to worry about, really. I mean, it is, but we should be okay. Mission, if you choose to accept it, is to stand here menacingly and blow them away. Grump, I need you to leave. Grump, you're gonna die. Grump is gonna die. Because he can't get out. Grump is down. Operation. Rescue Grump. Jilp. Set to suppress. No. Set to kill. Jilp, you are on set to kill. Deconstruct that wooden door. Or we could just hold it open, I guess. In fact, that's probably 10 times easier. Hold open. Move forward. And then immediately back away. Ooh. Okay. Get him. They're trying to kidnap who they can and leave. Yeah, good luck with that one. Oh, you fools. Right in the firing line. No. What are you talking about? How did they instantly kill Jilp? How do you instantly kill a character? What the fuck is this gun? R15 charge rifle. What are you talking about? Oh my god, she's armored as well. It actually might be game over. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Maybe there was a better place we could have stood than that. Oh, the tribals are coming to help us. Avenge Jilp. Don't shoot. What is their armor? Holy good god. Take him down. You're gonna get hit on the trap on the way out. I should have just let him leave. That was my mistake. Get him, Labrador. Good boy. Oh, I'm sorry, good boy. I just accidentally shot you down. Yes. Are you joking? What are you saying? Another super armored enemy that I don't know how to deal with. Fuck. That's horrible. That's disgusting. That's unfair. You can't do this. We've got to resurrect him. We've got, I mean, he's prime candidate for resurrection. He's got to go in the freezer. He has to go in the freezer. Jilp in the freezer. Corpses. Human-like corpses. Only allow colonist corpses. Get Jilp in the freezer right now. I do not want even him slightly beginning to even think about inclining towards rotting away. Put that fire out. Barbary, I don't know where the fuck you were. We had armor-piercing bullets as well, I'd like to point out. Are you joking? Use traps. Hey, streamer, use traps. They'll help out. They'll save the day in the event of your people not being able to do anything. Really? Looks like it, huh? Looks like it. How many traps did that? 13 traps. Not a fucking bit of damage. Not a damn bit of damage. Are you joking? What? We've all got armor-piercing rounds as well. Is my only response. Reload. How many bullets has she got left? Wait, there's another one. What the fuck is going on? Oh, there's another one. Are you joking? Reload faster. Thank you. Squad up. Kill. Okay. They're fleeing. Does that mean they're going to drop They're going to drop out. Oh, no, I can't leave them to die. So we've got 3 colonists down. Okay, right, let's plan this out. So you are dead in 10 hours. You are dead in 17 hours. You are gone. I can't do anything. I don't know how I'm supposed to stop this individual. I don't know what the fuck they were wearing. Apparently some sort of, like, beta poly clothing from whatever that ridiculous... Glitter Tech, I think it's called, is that ridiculous mod. What the fuck was I supposed to do against that, huh? Use armor-piercing rounds. Everybody had armor-piercing rounds. Use traps. We used 13 traps. Huh, yeah. Uh-huh. Very fun. Very cool. Thank you, Merciless. That's fun. What do? Do I put the base out first? Erica, come and rescue some people. Having a bath. You're lucky you don't get thrown into the fucking ocean. Who else went down? Grump. Rescue Grump. Nobody needs immediate treatment, but they do need to get to a bed ASAP. Like, right now, preferably. I don't think she's going to be able to fight that. Why would you put Charles in the flaming bed? Well, my work here is done, says Erica, going straight back to her fucking freshly run bath. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. I've lost the will to live. Jilp is gone. Well, God, it's dead. It's over. It's actually over. Rescue Charles. Where are you taking him? Oh, we're taking the shortcut, the new shortcut through the fridge. Okay, understandable, really. Where's Grump? Grump's in bed. Good. Charles is down. Get them patched up. Tending to Charles. I mean, you've probably got medicine in your backpack, but once again, you're not bothering to use it. Once again, you are not bothering to use it. Why even use this inventory management system when, once again, you don't bother to use it? Already, stop washing Charles. What are you doing? She's going down here, and she's going to prioritize that medicine there. Great. Please. Just bring him back to life. Right, who else? Oh, and then, of course, we've lost. She's gone. Like, we're never going to... We can't stop them anyways. There's no point me... The lane has actually just straight up died. Good. That's probably for the best, honestly. In fact, it would have been better if they'd have been kidnapped, because then we wouldn't get the mood debuff. Is the base at least extinguished? Who the fuck is Margarita? Margarita Boyle. Oh, they could have dropped somewhere else, I guess, because we don't have vision on them. I mean, good luck. I mean, apparently they've got some crazy invincible armor. I thought they were fleeing. Where are they? They're in our base somewhere. They're actually just running around in our base somewhere. Hey, excuse me. Stop. Do not leave that. Armor-piercing bullets, everyone. Sorry, hang on. Just let me reload a second. Armor-piercing bullets. Sorry, hang on. Round 3. He's going for the door now. Oh, we got ourselves a fucking charge rifle, though. Hang on. I mean, it's no Jilp. It's no Jilp, but his legacy will live on. We've got to resurrect him. I mean, what do we do? Do we say that this campaign is over? Is it done? Are we out? Do we say that we can't leave, we can't win unless Jilp is resurrected? I mean, how do we balance this? I want your guys' opinion in the comments, obviously. I want you to say, you know, do we... Obviously, I'm not going to stop the episode here. We're going to carry on as I normally would. But do we say, you know, exist in the cursed world we've created for ourselves, or do we try and persevere and move on to... What do you mean not prioritize to construction? Do we not have a builder anymore? Oh, that would be horrible. Oh, Charles is down. Congratulations, Lucia. You're now head builder. By the way, please build quickly because Jilp is defrosting, and his dead wife was working on wooden wall, if you don't mind. That's horrible. Right, do we want to capture any prisoners? Toll Butler. What's he like? Death in 8 hours. We could actually get this dude. I mean, what's he got? He's garbage. You're no Jilp. You're no Jilp, let's be honest. Plants, 8. Incapable of caring, social, fearless, slothful, animal hater. You know what we could do? Actually, this was a great point that somebody made. Setsuko is sad because she's a body purist, which means that we need to get rid of her prosthetic leg. However, we can't just make a new leg for her. We can't harvest a leg. One of you pointed out, though, when we gave Jilp a bionic spine, God rest his soul, never forget, RIP, F in chat, whatever. When he died, his spine was removed, and that spine we were able to implant into another colonist. What that means is that if we perhaps make a prosthetic leg and give it to Toll, we could take that leg for Setsuko and give her a full-on human, granted full-grown man leg, but it's a leg nonetheless. I mean, I don't know if that's much of an improvement. Oh, my nicely carved wooden prosthetic leg has been replaced by a full-grown hairy man leg. That's fine. You know what? That's the price she's got to pay. If she wants to be a whiny bitch, that's the best I can do, and that's all she'll have to deal with. You're fine. Major infection, though. How's that working out for you? I kind of forgot about that. He's fine. He's nothing to worry about there. Left thumb destroyed. We got away with this fairly lucky, I think. That's deflated me. I'm deflated. Just like Jilp's torso deflated of blood when those bullets pierced him over and over and over. They smashed my auto door. Do you know how expensive those things are? How expensive those goddamn things are. Oh, do we have the resources for it? We need that built. Jilp is defrosting along with all that food that we bought. You think this is a goddamn fucking joke? When I say prioritize building this auto door, build the auto door. What are you doing? What is she doing? Sometimes this game makes me very angry. We've got 27 steel. How much does she need for the auto door? She needs 37 steel. So we can't build the auto door. Hey, why let me bother prioritize building the fucking auto door if we can't... Construction skill too low. Are you kidding me? Now you're telling me we can't build it at all. Well, if I'd have fucking known that, if you'd have given me that information, I'd have cancelled it and built a goddamn wall instead. You game. Yo, some of these mods, I know exactly what I've got in mind for the next mod pack, which I will put it up to a straw poll. Is this a place to call it? Have we failed? Was the goal to keep Jilp alive, or was it just to survive the campaign? Well, I mean, I know what I'd say, but of course, if you guys want me to move on to mod pack round 2, I'll put it to a vote, and we'll see how things go. I'm really disappointed. That's killed it. That's really killed it for me. But hey, let's persevere. Let's persevere. Just in case you guys are happy for this one to carry on, I will. We'll move on. I kind of think I know where the vote will trend, but hey, we'll give it a best shot. I might even overrule it depending on how I feel about the time. There are certain mods I would really love to strip out, which obviously we can't mid-campaign, but there are certain mods that have ended up being pain in the arse, in my opinion. Completely, genuinely, incredibly annoying, that have caused me nothing but heartache and grief and problems, which I would like to get rid of. Please do not butcher Jilp, for the love of Christ. No humans, thank you, much appreciated. We don't eat humans here, not today. You got to finish this sarcophagus for him, otherwise you're going to be sad every time you go in the freezer, and you know that. You know that you are. So why not? You're the person who works in the freezer the most, so why not deal with it? Construction skill too low. Is it because she's set to deliver or something? That's annoying. That's actually very annoying, that they would let you start it, but... Well, Grump's back anyway, or Charles is back, or whatever. Welcome back, Charles. How's he doing, by the way? Is he okay to start working on this, just to save us a little bit of mood? Excellent. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll say this one is important priority. As long as this one's set to critical, we should be able to haul Jilp. We should be able to haul Jilp. There we go. And let's go... No, haul. Someone, please, for the love of God, haul Jilp. Why is this not working? Right. Guaranteed, Lucia. Capable of hauling. Right click. Now it's fucking working. Are you joking me? I'm going to throw you all in the bin. Okay. Wooden sarcophagus, good. An engraving of the sarcophagus represents a titanic monolith surrounded by molten debris. Jilp looks on with excitement. Why would you do that? That's an incredibly rude thing to write on a sarcophagus of a dead man. Oh, well, I suppose it's a nice little, you know, in memoriam, that type of thing for him. What do you call that? Epitaph. There we go. That's the word for it. We got a charge rifle. So... let's talk about that then, shall we? I mean, we can at least test out this gun. What's the DPS on that? It's got to be huge. It's got to be huge compared to everything else we've done, right? Let's go DPS. It's still not even. It's really not. I don't understand how they killed him. I guess it was luck. It really just must have been luck. Like, a headshot in this, unlike the base game, is lethal. It will kill you. And that's essentially what we've been met with there, right? That's proof in the pudding right there that no one is immune to death, not even Jilp. Although, my god, I wish he was. Good news is, Lucia reached level 9 in cooking, which is just about what I wanted to hear. Good. So Erica is intellectual. You're fine. So I just got to make sure. Who did we lose is probably the better question. So, why can't I see your body? Oh, because we need to send someone over there before I can even see her body. The Fog of War mod As much as I like it, I'm not sure I want to keep it for a future mod pack. It does add a layer of difficulty, but I believe that level of difficulty is superseded by the layer of inconvenience it adds. Things such as being able to recruit prisoners where we can't see the prisoners because we can't click the recruit button, so we have to draft someone, move them into the room with the prisoners so that we can click on the prisoners, click recruit, and then send them out of the room again. Like this. I want this body to be buried. We've got to move all the way up here so that we know where she is. Also, I just want to check her. Well, she's dead. We can't see her through the fog. Hunting especially is my big gripe with the mod. It'd be nice if we still knew what wildlife was on the map. It's like, oh, or if you've seen them once, they're marked permanently on here. But it's only the wildlife you can see. So when we fuck off from that rat, go to the wildlife tab, now we see a boom rat. It's a little bit annoying. If we knew it was there once, that'd be kind of a nice little fix there. But anyway, let's get you hauled urgently. So we have lost our builder. Pretty big deal, considering Jilp was the other builder, huh? That's like a huge problem, I think. We'll never do hauling. Harprey. Oh, man. I'm so just gutted by that. Wow, that's insane. Anyway, we've got a little bit more to do here. A few more things to check out. But I think I've learned a lot from this series. I've learned a lot. I know the best way to implement certain things. I know which things we should be focusing on earlier. There are certain mods like the seeds mod, so you can't just grow crops out of thin air. That, I think, would be a good way to add difficulty without adding inconvenience. I think there are certain mods that I will definitely remove, such as Farm Assist. I believe doesn't work too well with Combat Extended. I like some of the Combat Extended mechanics. The combat, in particular, is obviously a strong point. The inventory system, I don't like. I think it's kind of annoying. I know I don't have to use it, but if you're not using it, you're at a big disadvantage, and it's based around you using that. So I kind of feel... I'm not going to get rid of Combat Extended. Don't worry about that. I'm going to be discussing with people in Discord what we want the next/future episodes to contain in terms of mods. So if you're interested, dive on over to Discord. We'll start working on a mod pack over there in the game modding sub channel. And we'll talk about what other Rimworld mods might be good to add, what mods might be good to remove, and we'll try and get a discussion going and make a bit of back and forth. Of course, leave a comment as well. I'll be reading, if you don't want to join that server, whatever, and leave a comment here. I read all the comments anyway. Just be easier for us to have a discussion on Discord is all I'm saying with that one. Links are below to that if you are interested. If not, like I said, leave a comment and we'll talk about what we do and don't have that I would like to remove. I think I am going to call it. I know I said I was going to put it to a vote, but I think I am going to call it here and say Jilp is dead. The whole point was the adventures of Jilp Vondle. And Jilp is gone. Is it time for Jilp Season 2? I think this is the push we've needed for some time to leave this one in the dust. We'll start with Merciless. We'll start with a harder setting. We'll start with some potentially harder mods. We'll remove some more inconvenient mods. And I think this is the start of something great. Series 2. I've actually grown to like this idea the more I've thought about it. I apologize if you were invested in this particular series, but Jilp is dead, so my investment has dropped to the floor, and I know that probably, let's be reasonable here, 70% of people are going to be in the same boat as me. So, don't worry, we will be coming back. It's been fun, though. I've enjoyed this series. It's a shame for it to have ended in such a shitty way, like drop pods and then immediately being shot in the head, but it's all about Jilp, and I think I will make that a hard rule going forward. When Jilp dies, we failed, essentially, you know? Maybe these guys have a nice time on the planet, but I'm chalking that one up as a loss. Unless we've got a resurrect to make immediately. At which point, if he dies and we can resurrect him straight away, I'll allow that, but let's call it. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series. We'll be back for Series 2 tomorrow. Potentially, depending on how fast I get the mod pack together. And we'll dive straight back into things with a fresh start. Some new mods. Harder start. We'll go from Merciless from the get-go, like I said. We'll install some harder... I know people like the initial Rimworld sort of survival to start off with, especially Naked Brutality. So we'll chuck in some seed mods there, and we'll maybe play in a more unforgiving terrain, desert, ice cap, something like that. Maybe not ice cap, that might be a little bit too far, but again, talk about the mod pack on Discord first and foremost. It's been fun though. Thank you all for watching. Let's give a shout out to the patrons who have made this series possible in the first place. Next series, I'm definitely going to do renaming. I know I said I would do it this time around, but I was expecting this one to go on a lot longer. We'll definitely go in with the premise of renaming any recruits we get after the patron. So if you are a patron, make sure you send me your names. I know a lot of people have, but very few people also responded, which is why I felt a little bit weird doing it this time around. But I will say that if those names are in, then we're just going to start it straight away from the next time around. But of course, we will have Jilp. Thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kuroso, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Sidini, Conspire Seed, Crazy Pack, Crosus, Escape, Eric B, Facunda Vasquez, Harik, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Shaw, Sir Thor the Swede, Tom Terry 18, Vacuous Backers, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support, the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. I've got a new Patreon list, can you tell? I've said this in the other 2 series, but just in case you guys don't watch either of those series. Some people have asked me to change their names on these shoutouts than what are on Patreon. I've tried to remember to do that. I have to type these lists up manually every week because the lists Patreon send me are garbage. So I do it manually anyway. I think I've remembered them all, but if I've forgotten, please, for the love of God, let me know and I'll fix that as soon as possible. That being said, let's also give a shout out to Asro, Adam Person, Andrew Wilson, Betmas Max, Sidini, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don Connie 7, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Ice the Great, Israel is the, and the rest is cut off, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Llewellyn Thomas, Matthew, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pat and Samu, Panther Pearl, Smirtworm, The Insane Pickle, Will Wade, Wolfie, and Zico2. Thank you all for your support.